All right, back to our story we're talking about with Haley Hernandez, highlighting a school that's trying to help its students and staff and parents get involved with mental health.
Yeah, so I went to the Woodlands Christian Academy to learn about their student support program aiming to prevent mental health struggles in their students. School counselor Amanda French says for years they've witnessed students struggling with mental health, and the teaching staff can recognize it, but wasn't sure what to do about it.
Even though we're small and the teachers can handle so many things in the classroom, this is huge, and if you can prevent it when they're young, we'll see less things happening in our middle school and then our high school age.
She worked with school nurse Jennifer Jadlow, who noticed the same trend.
And what I have noticed, particularly here in the health clinic, is when our students are experiencing trauma, stress, and other issues of mental health, that it can manifest as somatic symptoms.
She's noticed eating disorders, anxiety, depression, and stress going up since the pandemic and didn't feel equipped to handle the rise. So she looked into forming a training program for her school and then went back to school herself.
What I saw here in my clinic led to such a growth in me and a desire to be able to be more helpful. And so I've actually started my graduate program in clinical mental health counseling. And so I've worked with our administration to help build more programming within our school. So training for our staff members, training for our parents, and training for our students.
They brought in Dr. Mark Mayfield, a clinical mental health therapist.
I'll be on campus probably once or twice a month, if not more, and then our trainings for parents will be once a quarter in the evenings.
What do you find the most concerning? Like, what do you think is going to be our biggest issue in the next coming few years?
Loneliness, and I think loneliness is the what I call a disease pathways to mental health issues. Kids are so isolated. They think that the screen time interaction is what is needed for relationships, and it's not. What we're doing in face-to-face interaction, our brain develops relational connectedness only when we're face-to-face and engaged with people with eye contact.
He's teaching the student support program at the Woodlands Christian Academy as a stoplight approach.
Green light alert is finding this student's behavior is a little bit off, but we want to make sure that we're recording it so we don't get to crisis. Yellow light alert is very much the behavior is escalating, and then a red light alert is, okay, we need to implement a wellness plan.
The good news is he believes the solution is also at home.
A lot of kids, they connect with their friends over multiplayer games and VR and that kind of stuff, and there's nothing wrong with that, but 10 hours a day, 8 hours a day. So how do you create a family culture around, okay, maybe a couple hours a day and that kind of stuff, but now we're going to engage in dinner time around the table, we're going to do extracurricular activities.
And by bringing a child's whole village together at home and at school, they believe we'll have a healthier future generation.
That's a big component of what we do is our relationship with our parents to be able to help get our students the care that they need.
I feel like we're in a time right now that starting young is key. Preventing it before intervening is huge. Now, Dr. Mayfield says the most common thing that he sees standing in the way of kids getting mental health help is when parents don't admit that things are where they are. He says this is not a reflection of parenting. This is a reflection of our culture, putting pressures on kids that they need help navigating.
Interesting. Yeah, we got to have like an honest conversation between the parents and the kids in that.
Yeah, and so this program, really any school could utilize his program, but yeah, he's training the parents too on how to recognize these things.
Important.